Hello, my name is Ruhi Perez, and I'm a physics major at the University of Maryland, College Park.
I'm Angel. I am a senior undergraduate physics major at the University of Maryland.
My name is Alana, and I'm a third-year physics major here at the University of Maryland.
My name is John Ball. I'm a senior physics major here at the University of Maryland, College Park, and I'm very excited to be part of CU2MiP this year.
So one of the reasons why I chose physics, well, actually there are two reasons why I chose physics. One, I really love movies, and I really love music. And so for me, when I was younger, I used to play the piano, and I still do play the guitar. And one of the questions that I always had, since I love learning about science, and I've always loved science, is like, how does the guitar work? How does the piano work? Why do they make, such interesting noises? And I think as I got older and as I started taking physics classes in high school, I realized like a lot of those questions come back to physics. The way vibrations travel in the air, the way that waves move. It's really a really fascinating subject. So music is definitely one of the reasons why I started getting interested into physics. And there's a really great book called The Vibration of Jazz, or The Physics of Jazz, I believe it's called, which really goes into really great detail about music and physics and how they're related. So yeah, I really love music, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to become a physics major. And then the second reason that I decided to become a physics major is because I really love movies. And there's this really great movie called Interstellar, which is all about cosmology and physics and space-time, and it really delves deep into the more narrative aspects of physics and what makes it so fascinating. So yeah, Christopher Nolan's a really great director, and he takes a lot of concepts about physics and time and finds a way to make them into a really great story. And Interstellar is definitely one of those movies that made me decide to become a physics major.
My decision to become a physics major began when I learned about the discovery of the Higgs boson at the Large Hadron Collider. I went and saw a movie called Particle Fever when I was a high schooler, and I knew that I was interested in engineering, and I liked math, and I liked machines and electronics, but I wasn't quite sure exactly what direction I wanted to go. And as soon as I learned about what the LHC was and the work they were doing, I completely fell in love, because there was something to me that was so stunningly exciting and beautiful about the fact that the largest machine ever built by humans was built exclusively to study the most fundamental constituents of matter. And that just totally blew my mind and captured my imagination and made me head dive into physics. And it was then, as I learned more about the work that was being done at the Large Hadron Collider, and I learned about all of the information technology that was developed, the World Wide Web, it was a byproduct, superconducting magnet technology, I realized that physics had this combination of the two things that I wanted most in my life, which was deep, rich, fundamental science, thinking about those questions in the universe that lay at the core of everything, and big machines that go bang. And it was those two things that came together in this beautiful, cohesive whole that made me say, there's no doubt in my mind that I wanted to be a physics major.
So ever since I was in elementary school, I just preferred math and science over like English, other languages, humanities in general. It's not that I was bad in humanities. I thought that I was much better in math. And one reason why I preferred math was that there wasn't a lot of memorization. As long as you understood the basic concepts and the basic equations, you can manipulate them into something more. When I was looking at other universities when I was in high school, I noticed that some of them only had a handful of physics majors. And in the University of Maryland, there's hundreds of physics majors that you can talk to. So if I went to another university, I wasn't so sure would it be compatible with the other majors, but here I can find someone who I can easily talk to.
I chose physics because I've always wanted to develop my own understanding of reality, and my concern in going into a different major was that I'd have a very niche perspective. Something that I've always enjoyed about physics is that I can just jump into any field that might not seem initially related to physics, but then draw my own conclusion and understanding in a way that I wouldn't have been able to otherwise.